Hey guys, this is my experience on typing away on a Cherry MX Green for about 2 weeks now. So Cherry MX Green is very similar to Cherry MX Blue except for the fact that the key switches are harder to press down. At the same time though, I don't really notice how hard it is to press down now. It feels very light to me as if it's just a normal thing. But I think that's after 2 weeks of use. When I first got the keyboard, I didn't really think much of it either. People said that it was very hard to press down, but in reality, you can put in minimum effort, just like barely pressing a key, and it would still get pressed down. You don't have to push very hard, unlike how most people described it. I can compare that to a keyboard like this one. This is a non-mechanical keyboard, but it's the same concept. This is actually the same difficulty to press down as this, in my opinion. They're both just as hard to press down, and even compared to a laptop is roughly the same difficulty to press down. Actually, I think Cherry MX Green is lighter to press down than this thing. Yes, it feels slightly lighter than a laptop. Now, when compared with one of these HP keyboards, like come standard with HP, it's roughly the same difficulty as well. The only difference is that this is on mechanical keys switches, so you actually feel some tactile feedback when you're typing. There's also that noise, that clicking noise when you type. And this key, even though it's the same difficulty to press down, it doesn't make any sound and it doesn't have tactile feedback. Now compared to a MacBook Pro, the key switches, the keyboard difficulty to press down is 1 second. This is a MacBook Pro right here. When you press down this key, it is very light to press compared to this one. Otherwise, compared to like an HP keyboard like this, they're both the same difficulty to press down. Compared to a Dell laptop like this, they're both the same difficulty to press down. But this is much lighter. MacBook Pro keyboards are much lighter. Although for some reason I cannot type as fast on a MacBook Pro as I can on this thing. Now for some reason I'm able to type faster on one of these keyboards than one of these keyboards. And I guess that's just due to the way that it's made. This thing has a very short key press area, while this one, it's a much longer key press, so you have to press down more for it to actuate rather than one of these things. These things you barely have to press down and it actuates right away. So overall, Cherry MX Greens, they are not that hard to press down, although you will fatigue after a few hours of use if you just keep typing away on it. That still happens to me today, even though it's been 2 weeks. Yeah, and I think it's light to press down. Even though I think it's very light and easy to press, I still fatigue as well. So it's very tiring after you type for a while. I don't recommend this for typing away like essays or something like that because of how difficult it is to type. And for that, I would recommend a Cherry MX Blue or Cherry MX Brown. Those are much softer and much easier to press. This one, for some reason, again, I think the keys are very easy to press, but it does fatigue me. My wrist and my fingers do get tired after a while. So I guess that's just something you might have to consider if you're getting one of these. Also note that Cherry MX Green keyboards are very rare, so that they're actually going to be a lot more expensive than a Cherry MX Blue or Cherry MX Brown, for example. Like for this keyboard, it was $130, but if you wanted a Cherry MX Blue, I believe it was around $80, and if you want Cherry MX Brown, it was like $70 or something like that. And this one was $130, so that's a big price difference, considering it's the same keyboard and the same switch type. Anyway, thanks guys for watching, and hopefully this has influenced your decision whether you wanted to get in Cherry MX Green or not. And it is fun to type on. It is much better. It has much better tactile feedback than Cherry MX Blues, and they do actuate a lot better as well, because it only actuates when you hear the click. With the Cherry MX Blues, I know that if you press it like halfway down, it can actuate without clicking. For this, you have to hear the click before it actually registers the key. So, in a way, this is way better for gaming than the Cherry MX Blue, but for typing, it's not as good. I guess I'll update this again after a few more weeks of typing or a few months of typing. For now, that's just my experience.